Hey everyone, and welcome to another custom challenge run in the Binding of Isaac. Today, we've got a very simple run, oh god, coming from Jam King 95. There we go. Sorry, I didn't have the thing open. It's very simple, but quite elegant. The rules are, do a basic guppy run, just be guppy, and try to beat the chest. Works for me. I am currently guppy, and I will try to beat the chest. I haven't yet come up with a name for it, unfortunately. But by the time you see it, there will probably be a name. Anyway, the way I became guppy is I gave myself 3 guppy's tails, so I will have increased rate of chest drops, but decreased rate of every other drop, 33% increase and decrease. As guppy, we can fly. We also spawn kamikaze flies with every shot, barring there are too many things on the screen. And that those kamikaze flies do twice our damage. This is clearly the Seller XLs. I just had to use a key to go into the first item room. And another thing is that something. Oh, we just picked up the thing. The large odd mushroom. That increases our damage, our health without filling it, and also decreases our speed. So pretty much it's everything I could ever want in an item. Well, not really. That was very much an exaggeration. Like, very, very much. Anyway, I have a kind of a moral-ish, ethical-ish question about the channel that I want to ask you guys. And I don't want to be a scumbag about it. And I'm totally, most likely just going to end up dropping it. But I was just going to ask what you guys think about it. So don't take it wrong. I'm not trying to be a scumbag or a jerk or anything. I was just wondering what you guys think about whether or not I should create a PayPal account or something and accept donations. And I wouldn't ask for them, and that's another thing I'd want to ask is, if so, how do I do it? Because I don't want to like put it in my descriptions or on my channel description or anything, because then it seems like I'm asking for it. And I don't want to do that. I want it to be something like, oh, you like my content and you want to give me something. And I don't want to ask for it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. That's why I wouldn't make the account publicly available or anything. It would be like, you'd have to send me a message and say, yeah, you know, I'm thinking about this. I really think you're awesome and all that stuff. But, you know, I don't want to talk about this too much, because the more I talk about it, the more it seems like I'm asking for it, and the more I seem like big jerk. So that's just kind of the question. Would you guys want to see that? Would you guys not want to see that? Would you be completely indifferent to seeing that? Talk to me, is what I want. Because, I mean, I don't know. I feel like a jerk about it if I have it, but if it's something that you guys are interested in. Because I don't really make, like, anything from YouTube. I'm going to re-roll that. Oh, God, I almost took the mulligan, which would be pretty much worthless. I will get another re-roll, though, so don't worry about that. It'll just take lots and lots of backtracking. Oh, God. Thank goodness for rocks. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about there. Other than that, today is a Dark Souls day. You get the episode of the Let's Play, but you also get this bonus thing I'm doing where I streamed yesterday, and that's going up a couple hours later. So that's a good time. Stream went pretty well. All that good stuff. And let's get back to this run. I'm done rambling on about things that you guys probably don't want to hear, and I don't want to be a scumbag. I try to be a nice dude, you know what I mean? Just a thought. So let's Seller XL. We're probably fighting the frickin' Widow and hopefully not Gertie Jr., but I'm really feeling that that's gonna happen. I knew we were fighting the Widow because that's pretty much just what happens. The Pin might happen. Pin's pretty common. But we could also fight, what's his face? Wow, meat. That's damage up, health up, and shot speed up. No, not tears up. Okay, so it is Famine. I was going to say we could fight Pin, but we didn't. So there's that. And we'll get a reroll after this here room. Ah, well, now we gotta see. We got a cube of meat which rotates around us, blocks enemy tears, and damages any enemy it comes into contact with. Now we're gonna reroll here instead of, wow, I made the wrong choice. I'm gonna go back and take the mulligan because I think it's entirely possible that The Mulligan's effect will stack with Guppy, which would allow us to spawn 2 Kamikaze Flies for 1 tier every so often. The Mulligan is much like Guppy in that it gives you a chance to spawn a Kamikaze Fly whenever you hit an enemy with your tiers, or your Familiar's tiers. But that chance is only 1/6 for the Mulligan as opposed to 1 out of 1 for Guppy. So I don't know if they stack, but we might find out if I'm suddenly swarming even harder than I already am. The Mulligan's a good item. I just don't know if it's useful for us right now. Still, we're trying to beat the chest. I'll take anything that might or might not be an advantage. Note that there are all these golden chests. I can't do anything about that because I don't have any keys, and that is to be expected, honestly, since I'm all Guppy's tailed up and whatnot. So, I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be a fun run. I mean, being Guppy is a pretty good indicator of success in general, especially if you got there without taking the dead cat. So I think we're probably going to do fine, but you never know. I would love to pick up technology too and just be that guy, but I definitely want to get damage ups at the same time. Another Curse of the Labyrinth, so another XL floor, 2 item rooms, 2 bosses, twice as many rooms, normal the rest of the stuff, and that's the life I lead right now. So how are you dudes doing? And dudettes, don't forget the dudettes. You're all welcome here, just the same. This run's gonna probably go pretty well. I feel like we might be spawning 2 flies at once sometimes, but I can't be sure. It could just be a confirmation bias kind of thing. Wow, you hit me. You are the biggest jerk. Well, that one totally didn't spawn and I totally hit it. The game lies to me. Okay, that was 2 for 2. No, I think we're going 1 for 1, but I can't tell perfectly. Not like I'm playing in slow-mo or anything. I move at normal time speed and stuff. Oh, I finally watched the episode of Doctor Who, and I think it was a significant improvement over the rest of the season so far. I was happy with it. It was a more interesting story. It was less cliched. Not saying that it was completely non-cliched, but it was much less so. It was a fun time. I enjoyed it, and I'm getting more hope. It's still not on the level it was like when we dealt with the whole Doctor dying business. That was a really good general season. But the 11th Doctor, that is. But it's getting there. It could be really interesting, and we saw a little bit of foreshadowing, and like we might finally have something happening throughout the season as opposed to just being on an episode-by-episode basis, and that's when the show really shines, when there's some overarching story. That really does bring out a lot of good in the show, and the writing and everything. So I'm happy for now. We'll see what happens next time. I already forgot what the preview said. Wow! We are lucky sometimes. Mutant Spider, of course, gives us quad shot. I mean, you can very clearly see what it does. So now, if we're going to end up with any other powerful items, we don't want... Like, if we get Polyphemus, if we get a powerful item, we don't want Polyphemus because... Well, we might, but we'd have lower damage than if we just had that item in Polyphemus without Mutant Spider. Mutant Spider changes the effect of Polyphemus to like some huge multiplier to just damage +5, which is a very significant downgrade in most cases. So that's that. But we have Mutant Spider, we have no keys, so we can't go to the shop, but the shop has a 50% chance of being greed anyway. So I'll just pretend that we lost that coin flip, and all is as it should be. Though, of course, I don't think that, like, if we didn't fight Greed in there and we didn't know he was in there, like we don't currently, I don't think it counts as him having been there. So I think we could still get him on the next floor if we were to have lost that coin flip. If we would have lost that coin flip, conditional tense, I think that it doesn't matter. Liberty Cap gives us a random mushroom effect, or sometimes like the compass or something, or Magneto. I don't remember. One of these things gives Magneto, one of these things gives the compass when it's completely irrelevant and stupid. Good. Why don't I take more damage? What? Why don't I take ever more damage? Come on, you can do it. It's interesting how I've got these eyes above my eyebrows. That's my favorite. Balls of Steel, that's real good. That gives us 2 soul hearts. which give us more health, obviously. I don't think I've ever had to explain soul hearts. And with good reason, they're very obvious. Wow, we're getting a lot of bombs. That is odd. Not that it's a bad thing or anything. It's just odd. We have another key, so we'll go to that second item room as soon as we find it, which we have. See, I didn't want to stop that thought, even though I already saw that we had found it, but, you know, made me look silly. It's as if the audio was not in sync, but it is. I will just take Sister Maggie. It's another tear we're firing. It's got them red tears. It's a party. In Isaac. Oh, fine. You think you're hot stuff, but you're not. I really like flying in this game. It's quite good. I don't know how I'm going to feel in Rebirth when we can only have 12 hearts. That's going to make the game like literally way too hard, I think. Especially with extra levels and enemies and stuff. And like more balance. I think this game's going to be practically, well, not this game. I think Rebirth is going to be practically impossible with that limitation. But for now, Pestilence not too hard. Of course, we're going to get our second cube of meat, which will rotate around us, block enemy tears, damage any enemy it comes into contact with. It's still the same as the first cube of meat, except it's also a familiar that shoots tears now. It's quite good. It's my favorite level Meat Boy. But I feel like I should and possibly will take the chance. Nah, I don't think I will take the chance on picking up the third cube of meat if I get one on this next pair of floors. Well, it has to be on this floor, because on the next floor we're fighting Mom. The foot boss and the foot boss. That could be good in other contexts, I suppose. Like, you know, a store that's trying to sell you shoes. They know what's up with your feet. They are the foot bosses. Or, you know, it's one dude and he runs a very specialty kind of foot boss shop. Whatever, though. It all works. It all works. And that could be a thing. I would like some pretty flies, or, you know, not necessarily pretty flies, but halo of flies. I would like some other orbitals, maybe the Guardian Angel, or the Sacrificial Dagger, or both. Just in general, I like having 3 orbitals. It doesn't happen enough, but it should. It'd be great. Alright, I don't think I actually needed to have there be 2 troll bombs there, but there were. Stop doing what you're doing, Mr. Stupid Knight. Oh my goodness, we just flooded that in flies. I feel like the whole mulligan stacking thing might be a thing. Hey, convenient key. Yum heart. Not really too helpful for me. Holy water, that's even worse. That would change our Sister Maggie into Brother Bobby. And I'm not too keen on that change. The only time where I would consider holy water worth picking up is if you have Abel, and it would change Abel into Brother Bobby, because Abel's awful. But other than that, it's pretty much a no, don't ever pick this up kind of item. Because it's going to be useless, and then it's going to downgrade your familiars. Well, it's going to downgrade one of your familiars. But, you know, if it's Little Gish, that's a pretty severe kind of punishment for trying to play with more items. Alright, we got the mini-boss here. This is going to be, yeah, total destruction. Tears up. Awesome, we fire more quickly now. We have this Wheel of Fortune card that I just haven't used yet. I'm okay with that. I might or might not use it one day. We're going to go back to the item room and reroll. See what we can get going. I'm a real good-looking cat, if you guys haven't noticed. So, yeah, that'd be a thing. Well, what do we got? Monstrous Tooth. Wow, that's so nice of you. I'm going to save my key, and if I get another, then I'll go to the shop. Note that sometimes we look a little different within a room because we've gotten whatever random mushroom effect from the Liberty Cap. Oh, okay, the Liberty Cap is the compass, and that would mean the $3 bill is the magnet. Works for me. Because you saw we had that compass effect for a second. Alright. We do have another key. We should go to the shop. I'll get there, I guess. When I have to go back to reroll the item room anyway. It doesn't hurt to go look and see if the shop is in fact greed, or if it is in fiction greed. You see what I did there? I hope so. Because, I mean, jokes aren't funny if no one gets them. I mean, you know, you think they're funny, but they're not funny if no one thinks they're funny, except you. They might be funny to other people that aren't there, but if you use them in the wrong context, obviously not funny. I mean, context is everything. Not that I'm a master of humor or anything, I'm not that funny. So thanks for liking me anyway, guys. Touching moment here. I have 24 bombs. I'll certainly take the Spelunker hat. That allows us... It allows us to see when we're next to the secret room or top secret room. By being an awesome bro. And then we immediately pick up the treasure map, which allows us to see the secret room as well as the full layout of the floor without showing us what the rooms are. So now we really just picked up the Spelunker hats purely because we hadn't yet found the map. I would have rerolled it had I known, because I don't care that much about the top secret room. Like, sometimes it's pretty good, but most of the time, whatever. We got Ankh, which would respawn us as Blue Blaby, should we die. Blue Blaby is going to be like the mascot of the whole channel. The vocal mascot, I suppose it would have to be, because it's not like I can just be like, oh yeah, Blue Baby is my mascot. No, that's not really a thing. Blue Baby is something Ed made a while ago and ended up putting in this game. But no, Boo Blaby. Boo Blaby is pretty much all you need to know. Why is this kind of laggy right now? I actually don't know. Well, actually, it might be my recording software just updated, and I don't know how different things are, but I guess they could be different enough that things is laggy. But they shouldn't be. Which, like, if they stay this way, that would make me real sad. Because I've been enjoying this recording software and streaming software. Hopefully this doesn't mess with Dark Souls, because streaming Dark Souls works really, really nicely as it was before I updated. Oh, whatever, this will work out. We got Little Gish, which is a familiar that shoots slowing tears, which are great. And we're going to get the mark, which is 1 damage up. Yes, it's 1, not 2, as I've said for a while. And it's also a speed up, as well as a soul heart. Let's reroll. Oh, we don't have a reroll. I knew that. Wasn't really worth it to take Horror Babylon there. So, no, I'm not going to go in there. This is a big floor. Did we get Curse of the Lost? I wasn't paying attention. That seems to be what happens to me very, very consistently. Oh, did we get Curse of the Lost? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, did this happen? I wasn't paying attention. At least I can't, like, not have paid attention. Like, the only thing that I can't ever know about... Oh, okay, okay. I almost walked right on out. Like a... Oh, you jerks. Like a derp. Because I didn't know we had the compass effect. Absolutely a reroll. Yeah, I'll do this for a health up. So we just got to go through the boss challenge room because we're awesome. But note that the damage up is far more significant than it may initially appear, because remember that our kamikaze flies do twice our damage. And since, assuming that every kamikaze fly hits the same enemy that I hit with the initial tier, we do triple damage constantly, which means that 1 damage up is actually 3 damage up, and that's pretty good. So Greed wasn't in the shop last time, and I'm willing to assume that he is this time. Of course, there could be a mini-boss room that I don't yet know about, but I think it's probably safe to assume that there's also not. So, yeah, we're gonna stick to that. And probably not go there. Now we want to go to the item room without wasting any charges. I could have used bomb, I suppose. Well, 2 bombs. No, I couldn't have, because you can't bomb out of the challenge room, as far as I know. And the boss challenge room is a challenge room. So whatever, we're going to do our best to not waste any rerolls, is what we're going to do. I figured it all out. Okay, so here's the item room, because we saw it on the compass earlier. We are pretty powerful. Like, real powerful. I'm happy with that. Magneto, absolutely worthless. Crack the Sky, not gonna take that either. Of course, I'm gonna touch it so it doesn't appear again, which is always a good strategy. If we get another key, I'm not going to go to the library, because I don't really need to, because I wouldn't get enough rerolls to get all the books out of the pool, meaning I wouldn't get the double item room libraries. So it's probably not worth it, I would say. Found that top secret room. For what it's worth. Maybe it's an Eternal Heart. Eternal Hearts are health up. Don't do it. Good, you didn't do it. What is it? Bunch of red hearts. Thanks. Real helpful. I appreciate you throwing your lot in with the useless. I could bomb my way into the library, the same way I bombed my way into the boss challenge room, but that's also... wow, I took 2 full hearts of damage there. But like I was about to say, that's also not too useful. Absolutely going to play this beggar until he gives me something awesome, hopefully. 2 bombs, not the awesome thing I was talking about. I want an item that's like really good, like maybe the candle. Candle would be a nice touch. You know, a lot of things are giving me bombs, and I don't know why. I've gotten 30 bombs and then some because I've used some, and there's nothing special about this run in that way. Alright, the habit. That allows us to get 3 charges for our item every time we get hit. So basically what I'm saying is I'm not taking the speed down. But basically what I'm saying is that we could go for them sweet rerolls by hurting ourselves or getting hurt on purpose somehow. Too bad we don't have something convenient like the IV bag and the bloody penny, because then we'd have infinite reroll. Well, no, we wouldn't, because the IV bag, of course. Well, okay then. Then the temperance card. All right, so we're not going to get another reroll here. That sucks. Unless we fight greed in the shop, and then both of those 2 rooms before the boss room have enemies in them, or I get hit twice, I guess. Anyway, temperance card to spawn a blood bank, and the bloody penny we'd have infinite health, infinite sustaining rerolls until the blood bank decided to explode. That'd be good. Well, that's not our situation. So it doesn't matter what would be good, it matters what is good. So what's good, guys? See what I did there? It was a nice segue. The kind you ride, actually. Okay, now I've come to a point where I really should go to the shop. Like, there are 0 reasons I shouldn't and like 12 reasons I should. So we're gonna backtrack all that way across the world. And either we'll make quick work of greed, or we'll find something sweet in there like the compass or the candle. Or we'll find something not sweet in there, like notched axe. Something like that, but let's look on the bright side. I mean, really. No need to be negative Nancy's about it. Alright, it's greed, so we get another recharge on our D6. Whatever, we melted him anyway. Glad that we didn't automatically open that chest because we didn't have any keys. But is it better to have had a key and lost it than to have never had a key at all? That is a question I can't quite answer right now. Because maybe that chest would have contained something that I rerolled into the candle. How would I feel about that? Or maybe just give me a health up. I'm okay with health ups. Sacrificial dagger, that's one of them things I asked for. So that gives us a little bit more protection. We now have 2 orbitals. And it also does super significant damage to enemies should they come into contact with it. It does about a little more than twice as much as the ball of meat that we currently have. And note that it also does more damage than the 3rd or 4th level Meat Boy. Because those are weak. Like even the 2nd level, 1st and 2nd level cube of meat, ball of meat. Those do more damage than the level 3 and level 4. Simply because the level 3 and 4 are far more consistent, so they don't need to do as much. You know, they have AI and stuff that sort of try to help you. And also sort of try to be useless. Alright, shot speed up. That's one of the least useful things that I could have asked for. But we'll now take the Polaroid so we get invincibility for 5 seconds if we get hit down to but 1/2 of a red heart, or any number of soul hearts on top of that, or only soul hearts. Yeah, invincibility and stuff. It's good times. Dad's key, totally not useful. But I think I will bomb my way through here because this is entirely possible that this is the way to the boss. And I can always come back here and reroll and not take Epic Fetus even if it's an option, because Epic Fetus would nerf our fly situation. Oh god. So yeah, we don't want to change our fly situation because fetus bombs and ipecac and basically explosions don't spawn flies for you. And I guess since this is going to be all I have to reroll and I have lots of bombs, I may as well spend my time rerolling. 1-up, I'll just take it. So now we have the Ankh and the 1-up. 1-up will respawn us with full health, Ankh will respawn us as Blue Baby with like some number of soul hearts. I don't know which one activates first. I hope and assume it's the 1-up. This was the correct way. Excellent. So we'll get a recharge for our spacebar item now after this room, but had I not taken a hit, it would have been after the boss. Don't want Cursed Skull. Don't even. And our reroll will actually be worth something. All I could ask for now is Freezing Tears. I'll just take the health up. Health up is good. Krampus? No. I don't really want either of these things. Guppy's Paw is absolutely yes right now. So we use this, we get 12 soul hearts, and what that means is now we have repeated invincibility from the Polaroid every time we get hit. 5 seconds of invincibility. That's real good. And that just means we'll survive for longer. Almost for sure. Almost. Well, actually, I think it might objectively be for sure unless I'm not getting hit pretty much at all. But if we were getting hit time after time, no rest, we can't die as quickly as it is. Wow, I didn't think this would actually be the boss room, but it was. But it were. Were is not the correct thing there. Don't take things I say. Sometimes they're just not serious. I'm lying about some things. I wouldn't call that lying. I would call that being intentionally incorrect. And there's a difference. I guess we have buttloads bombs. Buttloads of bombs. Wow, that was quite some movement thanks to my kamikaze flies. We should shred through Mom's heart right now though, and it'd be real nice because we got lots of damage and good stuff going for us. Yeah, now it's repeatedly firing bombs. Those bombs aren't too threatening to me. Yep, there we go. To the cathedral. I think we're gonna win. Wow, we're spawning next to the secret room like very consistently. Based on this run only, it would be a very good idea to just check next to you for the secret room whenever you spawn on a floor. In real experience, I would say, like in more general experience than this single run, I would say that's probably not the best strategy in general. But 1 soul heart, whatever. Looks like we're not going to have the best of luck on the chests. We're not going to have enough keys. Don't worry, that dude will come back. Oh, that sucks. Is this the boss? No. And we also have to fight the Headless Horseman as punishment, unfortunately. That is a sad situation that I don't want to find myself in, but at least we are doing tons of damage. Key! Excellent. We did get a key. Indeed, that means that we can open yet another chest in the chest. Get another free item. And hopefully this one is the way to the boss, because this is the only one that seems likely, if not that other one that I just looked at. But the other one seemed pretty likely too. So I've been wrong before. Not that I can remember the last time. See, it's funny. Alright, quarter, reroll. Mr. Boom! Well, that's a reroll as well. I'm getting all these messages. The massages, they're everywhere. Good, another key. Excellent. We might actually get to open the first 4 chests in the chest at this rate. Yeah, I don't know what's up with all the lag. I'm going to blame the update on this software because I was just streaming Dark Souls earlier. And nothing's really changed. Although, actually, what could be happening is Firefox, because I use nightly, it could be getting super heavy on the process. Wow, this isn't the bomb either. The bomb? The boss. It's not the boss. Anyway, Firefox could be getting super resource heavy right now, because sometimes there is a leak on that, and, you know, in nightly builds, these things are not expected to be completely stable. So why don't I fix that? Because we're getting real bad. Sorry about this, it's kind of unprofessional, but I think it is actually Firefox. So I'm going to restart that, and we're going to wait, because it's about to boot back up. Yes. Yes, okay. So now let's pull back Isaac, and I can't really tell if things are better, but I can tell you that Nightly is certainly going to be running at less intensity at the moment. What? Are you joking me? Are you joking me? Well, I know where the boss is now. But I'm going to go the long way just for rerolls. God, we're going to get so screwed right now. Nope, we didn't get too screwed. Not very screwed at all. I would say that things are running a little more smoothly, but they're not running up to my expectations and my general, you know, what I've come to expect kind of expectations. But that means we get another recharge for our D6, and hopefully don't reroll the quarter to the quarter again, because that was kind of a jerk move. Celtic Cross, not going to help us because we already have repeated invincibility from the Polaroid. Celtic Cross is when you get hit, you have a 30% chance of getting 7 seconds of invincibility. And I don't know if that can override the Polaroid or not. I don't think it can. So, like, say you have the Polaroid and the Celtic Cross, I don't think that sometimes you'll end up with 5 seconds and sometimes you'll end up with 7, or I don't think you'll ever end up with 12 or anything silly like that. But I can't say with 100% certainty. I'm just pretty sure. And that's based completely anecdotally, not based on the code or the mechanics guide or anything silly like that. So, a mechanics guide you can probably take as fact in like 99% of situations. But other than that, let's take this pill, see if it's... Nothing we know. Health up. Wow, that actually kind of sucks. But provided we don't take any half red hearts, we're still maintaining that Polaroid invincibility state, and things are still looking pretty bright. Bright Town. It's like Blight Town, but happy. Guys, if you don't watch Dark Souls, you should. It's a good series. I played totally blind. Yeah, we're still getting not the performance I have come to expect and appreciate. So we'll get one more reroll after this here Isaac fight. Assuming we survive, which may not be safe of an assumption. But then again, probably. Let's just put this bomb here. I'm just going to leave this here. We're getting some real bad lag. I'm going to have to say that it's from the recording software, but you know, it's a good assumption, but it may not be correct. Still, the situation has not occurred recently at all. You're going to have to let me know if the quality is any different other than the general lag, because my computer should be running this just fine. Because, you know, I recorded like this for a while now. Guess I shouldn't have updated without knowing what it would do. This seems like this would ruin Dark Souls, though. Guess I'd have to lower the quality or something. No, I got a heart. Well, now we don't have that invincibility because screw you, Isaac. So, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to be in a bad place. Because I don't have Guppy's Paw anymore, so I can't just trade that for 3 soul hearts. I don't have anything that would lower my health in any way that could allow me to do good things with it. Yeah, we're kind of hopeless. I'm just kind of bleeding out at the moment. I did a run called Bleeding Out. Not that that's like a relevant thing. It was okay. It was pretty good. Cool times, I guess. Onwards and downwards, inwards. Inwards, I suppose, is correct because of that chest that we hop into. See what happens, I guess. I guess. Hope for the best. We've got 4 keys. We can get all of our rerolls, or all of our chests open for rerolls. Yeah, you know, I don't really want on any of them. I don't have any rerolls, of course. So let's go this way. And yeah, I know a lot of you are probably like, you don't want Demon Baby? What you doing? What you doing, man? And to you I say, it doesn't have enough range for what I want to maintain during the Blue Babby fight. Boo-blabby. Boo-blaby. That's the one. Now, ideally, our D6 takes 3 rooms to recharge every time because we're not getting hit at all. Realistically, it'll probably only take 1 or 2 consistently. I'm really sorry about the lag. Had I known, I wouldn't have updated. And I assume everything would be better. Alright, we're going to get a recharge after this room because we took some silly damage there. But yeah, real sorry about the lag. Hopefully this is something that changes, or I'll have to like lower the quality setting or something. I really don't know. Sucks that we're not getting that invincibility anymore. What do we get now? Forget Me Now, that's always fun. Don't really need the speed up, don't need the peeper. Should check in the secret room, I just forgot the first time. 9 cents, that doesn't help me too much. Maybe my computer just needs a restart for whatever reason, or maybe something's running that shouldn't be. I really don't have a clue. Okay, this isn't the right way. I can't say I honestly expected it to be. I just hoped in the front of my mind that it would be. I didn't think that hit me. Well, that sucks. After this here room, we'll have that recharge. Normally, I would really prefer killing Lust last, but currently it doesn't entirely matter, because ideally we won't be doing too much contact damage, or being contacted with much, what I mean, and it didn't work out anyway. So let's see what's in this here room. Cancer, technically better for us. Doubling our rate of fire. We're not going to have Polaroid invincibility for any reason, so that's what we want. Seems our rate of fire is real low if Cancer's having such a small effect. Excellent. I'll take Bobby Bomb. Don't think I need those other two. Bobby Bomb, of course, makes our bombs home in on enemies. It also gave us 4 bombs, 5 bombs. Why did I say 4? I don't know. We found our boss room. We may or may not end up with another reroll here. I don't really care. I think we can beat Boob Laby, and that's really all that counts. Calm down, War. No, don't hit me. Jerk. At least we have tons and tons of knockback. So here is the final confrontation. It's the final countdown. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. That's enough of that. God, this lag is like more infuriating for me than it is for you guys. I'm not even exaggerating with that. Like, it sucks for you guys, but I'm more frustrated because this is my computer that I need to maintain. Guess it's time to get like a super fancy octa-core processor, 3 gig video card with like 12 million clock speeds. That was a poorly worded thing about the video card. Don't get me wrong, I know. Alright, so we beat Boob Laby. Hope you guys enjoyed that run. Please leave your custom challenge run suggestions in the comments, and I'll do the ones that I like the most or think would be the most entertaining to watch. Awkward sentence endings. I have a couple really original ones coming up, but keep suggesting really original ones so we can have lots of really original ones in a row. I should probably do a vanilla run relatively soon, but that is for me to worry about later. Unless you guys like really want to see it right now. So think about the thing I said at the start. Tell me about it. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.